Peak travel time on any given day, approximately 30,000 people come through this airport. And with the expansion of Checkpoint A, we will be able to process more people through this one checkpoint on any given hour. We've actually doubled the capacity, so now we have 2 x-ray machines, of course the full body scanner, and then just the regular walk-through scanner. So we worked in collaboration with the TSA and our airlines that we serve on Concourse A, and everybody thought it was great, and so we decided to expand this checkpoint. And I think before we were processing probably like 180 passengers an hour, and now we're up to 360. We now have more people coming through this checkpoint who are getting to their gates faster, and that was the whole point of this. Before, the bottleneck kind of happens very early in the morning when people are flying out on those business travelers, and it does get a little congested in here. And so with the resources that TSA has added, the airport expanding this checkpoint, we can get people to their gates faster, they're not missing their flights, and airlines are happy, and so is TSA. Typically on any given day, you should give yourself an hour and 30 minutes, and that's from the time you get into your car until you want to be at your gate. I'm overcautious. I like to be here an hour and a half before my flight. During the winter months, you might want to tack on just maybe 15-20 minutes just to add in the fact that you might have some inclement weather, the roads may not be great. You want to give yourself enough time to find parking, get to the terminal, check in, go through security, and then you're good, and you'll have enough time to still relax at your gate, grab you something to eat, buy a magazine. Sunday is going to be a busy day. That's when everybody's coming home. They all have to go to work the next day. So typically, it starts on Saturday where you start to see the trickling in of people, but then Sunday is the day when you really start seeing people coming back in. Historically, that is just typically the day that everybody returns home and they go to work on Monday. We're scheduling some of our college mascots to come out and hang out in the terminal with our passengers and bring them a little joy. We'll be passing out some little things for the kids. We have our new flooring, we have our new concession program, which is probably about a year old, but we got a lot of new food, a lot of new art in the airport. So there are things that will keep people occupied, but we want to make sure that you start your holiday travel off stress-free. So once you get past security, you can relax a little bit, hang out with our college mascots, sports mascots, and and have a little bit to eat, and we want you to have a great Thanksgiving. Don't forget TSA's rules of the 311. The 1-quart bag, items 3 ounces or less per person. People like to travel with food and things like that. Remember, no water, you can't bring that through. Your liquid containers, you might want to think about that. If you have medical supplies, I believe those are okay. Visit the TSA's website and they will list all the prohibited items as well. Just make sure that we don't want you to start off stressful. So give yourself enough time. Give yourself enough time. And don't forget to check the status of your flight. That is most important. In the day of Twitter, Blackberries, cell phones, everything. The airlines are really good about checking, letting their passengers know if their flight's been canceled and or delayed. So if you haven't, visit the airport's website at www.clevelandairport.com and you can check the status of your flight. It's right there on the home page. If you're waiting for someone to come in, you can do the exact same thing. We don't want you to come out here if you don't have to, just in case. So that's my biggest thing. Just check the status of your flight.